EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Wait, set, 380!
Check, watch the
Shadow! Birthday! Over!
54 money. Now watch run!
380, hey!
On first down, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check. Go.
Jackson, reload!
James White's first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Stay.
Hey, 72!
Throwing is Brady on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They do go for it. It's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he's got it to James White. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Check, 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 check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Check it. When he hits.
To throw on third down, Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47, Ricky.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Check, check, 47.
I got
it.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady on the crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Brady. It's complete. James White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Brady. That's complete to White. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Wait, 10. 80.
Mike 5-4.
80 weapons.
You. Hey, check.
Hey, go 66.
And Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Come.
Hey, alert three.
Watch the safety creep.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, solid one.
Check. Crunch.
Protein spill. Here we go.
Now Foles. His throw incomplete. There was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Flat.
Here's Foles. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
What you got, Heavy?
Pilot, 64, weak. Shadow.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Armstead. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Foles. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 64 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's regular. Motion.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Joker. Switch.
Alpha.
Motion.
First down, here's White. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
Switch.
Hey, goal 66.
Rush in.
72.
Get wide.
Hey, Alabama.
Check 37.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Watch twist.
72. Hey, wahoo.
Mike's 54.
Check it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 5'4". Big stop, G. Big
72.
6 guys.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Give me that ball. Defense.
Check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. 44's to Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Armstead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
X3, 218, chop it. Here we go.
This is Armstead on the carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll drop to throw. falls here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack on first down, Foles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I'm going to run you over.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Sugar! General West!
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch safety three.
And it's Michel once again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The tackle made by Myers.
Oh, yeah.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Ozzie. Grab.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Third down, it's Armstead, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball in. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 39 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Cover.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hold the look.
Brady gives this to White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, 66. Right there. Hey, Alabama.
Brady going to throw here. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
First down, New England.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they take a knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
72.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England.